Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing the next episode of my first time trying different types of divination series. So it is what it says on the tin. I'm going to be trying different forms of divination that I haven't done much of before, and often they are types of divination that there aren't many guides about. So we are going to be using our intuitions to think about how we would conduct this kind of practice. So today we are doing pyromancy, and I have been wanting to try this for the longest time, ever since I first saw it in a list of divination. I thought it was such a cool idea. It's something that I don't know if I would do often because I try not to do too much magic using candles because they're a little bit dangerous and I still don't trust myself, and also living under my parents' roof, I really don't want to burn the house down, especially as I'm going to university this year. I can't use candles when I am at university, so most of the time I use electronic candles like this, or I have this really cool light which I got from Amazon. So I use that, it's a nice little glowy thing, and it's great because I can carry it around and you can charge it, and I also use it when it's the winter for lighting videos. So yeah, I tend to steer clear of candles, but I still decorate my space with them. We have this beautiful candle, and this candle is so funny because my family have had this candle for so long. I swear we had this when we lived in the other house, and we haven't lived there for 6 years, so we've had this candle for just so long, I don't even know, but I absolutely love how pretty it is to have it on my window ledge, and I was tempted to use it today for this episode, but I just don't think that I can let it go, or I can start to burn it. I just want to keep it like that. But it was really funny because my mum said it's like a candle from a church, because we're not used to having massive candles, but I love massive candles. I think they're so cool, especially those ones where it's candles that you burn leading up to Christmas, where it shows you each day how much you burn of it. It's really, really cool to see. So yes, these candles are crazy how massive they are. What other options do we have? We have these, but I haven't got a stand for them. And this one, oh my god, these candles. So in the town that I went to sixth form in, there are 2 possible shops you can get candles from. One is an actual witchcraft shop, and the other one is a super discount store. And I thought that it would be a good idea to go to the super discount store and get their candles because they were cheaper by a tiny amount. But that means that they're not actually coloured the whole way through. They are white in the middle. So I can't really use them much for magic because I want these proper ones. So yeah, for a little bit more money, I can actually get decent candles. But I bought these for I'm treating this like a podcast episode. I'm sorry. I'm just rambling about a load of extra stuff until we try it. Yeah, I bought these for a concentration spell for A levels, but I didn't actually end up doing that spell. So yeah, because blue is to do with the mind, and I just thought this purple was really cool. And I always try and have yellow candles because they're good for rituals on lots of different Sabbats, because almost every Sabbat relates to the sun in some way, and that kind of relates to the sun. And I used one exactly like this exact candle for summer solstice last year, so it's great to have in my collection. But I don't know which one we're going to use for pyromancy today. And another option, which I'm not actually going to do because then I will actually burn the house down, is burning in my cauldron. But I only ever use my cauldron outside because I don't want to set off the fire alarm. The smoke. Oh, I forgot I shouldn't open that. Doesn't smell too bad, but when I first burned it, it smelled really bad. Yeah, I haven't opened that since February when I did my Celtic Trio video. Anyway, let's actually pick what we're going to do. I'm going to have to find something to stably put up a candle so that you guys can see it. Oh, yeah, we don't have any candle holders in this house. Could we make this mug into a candle holder? And I'm really feeling drawn to this blue candle. So let's use that one. Also, something really, really exciting is that I found out yesterday that I am moving into university on Maybon. Like, how symbolic is that? That is mad. Anyway, yeah, if I could find something... It does pop up on its own. Is that dangerous? I don't actually know. I think it's actually worth a shot. Or maybe... Could I, like, properly blue... Yeah, I could blue tack it to the bottom. Oh my gosh, this is not safe stuff, is it? I think I'm going to do it anyway. And I haven't cleansed this candle before I use it. Let's get my kalimba out. Oh god, where did I put my kalimba? Here we go. I always sound cleanse. I don't smoke cleanse. I don't run something under spring water or bury it in the earth. I always cleanse with sound because I just resonate with it the most. And I also really hate incense, so yes, I try and do that. I do sometimes use incense for yoga, but it's very, very rare because my lungs just cannot cope with it. So yeah, I think the blue tack to the mug is going to be what we're doing today. I did buy some clay, which is down there somewhere, ages ago, to make candle holders. So that'll probably be a video soon. Because I actually need to make some candle holders if I'm going to do some rituals. Right, that should be okay now. It's still a bit wobbly. That should be fine, and you guys can actually see. So if we move it like here, then you can see the flame and I can be further enough away from it that it's not actually going to cause any harm. Let's cleanse it. So I always use a C, which is the middle one, to cleanse. This really needs cleaning. But yeah, this is a thumb piano, so you can... You can play little songs on it. But yeah, anyway, let's... This is one of those things you buy and you think it's going to absolutely change your life and you're going to use it all the time, but then you use it like once a year. But now I use it for witchcraft. I use it a lot more. Anyway, let's actually do the pyromancy. So, I had a lot of ideas I had about pyromancy that I wanted to share, like possible ways that you could do it. But I don't know if all of that's at the top of my head at the moment, so I might talk about that at the end of the video, because I literally haven't planned this video. I'm just sitting down with a candle. But yeah, electric lighter is what I usually use. Also, important thing to note is that I don't have a snuffer. Now, I've always wanted a snuffer, like the thing that you put on the candle and it makes the flame go out. But I've been searching for one for 5 years, maybe 6 years, and I haven't found one yet. Every single time I go in like a secondhand shop, I always look for one, but I either don't really connect with it, or I think it's too expensive, or I just feel like one day I'm going to see the right one and want to buy that. So I haven't got one yet, but I do know that some people think that if you blow out a candle, then it is an insult to the element of fire, but that is completely based off of personal view, personal preference, so whatever works for you. But anyway, I am probably going to put a jar on it, but I don't actually have a jar to get it to go out, but I don't know. Anyway, let's actually light this, and once I've lit it, the method that I'm going to use is to meditate with it for a few minutes, and I'm also going to be doing a guided meditation. So if you want to pause the video now, if you want to do this pyromancy with me, you can do it at home. You can go and get any kind of candle. I'm just using this specific candle when I have like other options, so that you guys can see it on camera easier. So yeah, any candle will do. There's loads of different ones. I bought this so long ago. I just love it and used it all. That's the beauty of candles, they don't go off. So yes, I'm going to be doing the guided meditation, so I'm going to kind of lull us all into this really good state of consciousness for being able to feel like we're about to do divination, and so that we can start to pick up the messages that we need to hear. So the way that I'm going to be doing the pyromancy is looking at patterns that I see in the flame and also in the smoke, and seeing if there's any like thoughts I have whilst I'm doing it, and also if I see anything like in my mind, then I'm going to be thinking about that. I might actually get some of my Himalayan salt and kind of put like a protective circle, as well as with this pine stuff from Christmas tree, because I just think that that's just what I feel drawn to do right now. So it's kind of like a protective circle around our pyromancy. And yeah, you guys won't be able to see it, but I might do like a little video on here and then I'll add it over the top so you can see. But yeah, so I will decorate this. I'd love to know in the comments if once you use stuff for spells like herbs and like Himalayan salt, do you dispose of it, or do you cleanse it and repurpose it for other spells? Because I never know what to do. I always end up keeping it and then I don't really know what to do with it, and then sometimes I throw it out, sometimes I don't know. I might only add a couple of these because I feel like this Himalayan salt, that smells so good. I think the Himalayan salt is like, it looks like it's enough on its own, but I think it'd be fun to add this pine, and it smells so good. Yeah, I'll just do this little sprinkling over the top. Okay, let me do the little clip so you guys can see what it looks like, and I'll clear the surfaces so I don't feel like I'm working in chaos. So here we go, we've got the little pine over the top. So yes, I'm going to start doing the meditation now. I'm going to try and not think about the people who are in their gardens being noisy. We accept what is, we don't try and change it, because we cannot change it. If people are being noisy, we can still meditate, just not let it affect us, because as I said in one of my podcast episodes, I still have this issue with people making noise. Like I need to just stay grounded and just accept that I can't change it, so it's fine, we just let it go. So I'm gonna light the candle and then we're gonna do it. Well, before I light the candle, I just remembered the things I wanted to say. So with pyromancy, you could do it with a candle like this, but you could also do it in a bonfire, which is really, really fun because you can turn it into like an event as well. If you have lots of witchy spiritual friends, or even if you don't, you could invite them round, have a bonfire, or have it at somewhere where you can have a bonfire, and you could do the pyromancy there. You could do it in the fire in your home. You could do it anytime you see flames and you feel like it's telling you a message. Like sometimes your intuition, it kind of like sees something and you just feel like it is a sign for you, and then sometimes you see things and you don't feel like it's a sign for you, like the old wives' tale with magpies. Sometimes you see like 2 magpies for joy and you think that that joy is for you, or sometimes you see 1 magpie for sorrow and you think that it doesn't actually apply to you, so you don't have to worry about being sad. Or sometimes you see the 2 for joy and then you don't feel like that message is for you. So it can depend on how it makes you feel. But I don't know. Intuition is such a weird thing to explain and to kind of say, because only you feel it. And I don't know if the way that I feel intuition is the way that everybody else does, which is really, really cool. And I was having a conversation with my nan a couple of weeks ago, and she was really, really surprised at how my intuition is. Like there was this day where my brother got a load of awards and I predicted that he would get like these specific awards, and she was surprised that I had absolutely no doubt in my mind that he would receive these awards. But like your intuition, it just kind of, it works like that sometimes. You just know. I just knew. Because I had the same award and I was like, there is no way he is not getting this award. I just knew it. So yeah, it was really amazing when he did get the award. And yes. So yeah, and also with pyromancy, I was thinking about how you could do it in a cauldron, and you could burn specific types of herbs that correspond with what you're trying to do divination about. So if you're trying to manifest something and you want to see how it's going, like for my example of me going on about university all the time, if I wanted to do some pyromancy about university and I'm thinking about that, and if my manifesting is going all right or whatever, if I wanted to see if there's any messages I need to know about university, then I could burn specific herbs to do with like success or to do with like manifestation, and then I could use that as the things that produce the flames that I then try and see what it's trying to tell me. So yeah, you can look at flames, you can look at the smoke, but yeah, no more blabbing, let's actually do it. There's lots of people screaming. Okay, let's get into the meditation. Let me move the mic a little bit so I've got more space to put my hands on the desk. I like to put my hands on the desk like this and kind of get closer. So close your eyes and start to really focus on your breathing. You can slow it down if you feel like you're breathing too quickly, or you can continue to breathe at the same pace that you have been doing if that feels more comfortable for you. You could even do box breathing if this speaks to you. This is a perfect time to cast a circle if you'd like to for your ritual. I think I'm gonna cast a small, simple circle in my own way. I'll be doing that in my mind because I don't actually know how to tell you to cast a circle. I researched it a very long time ago, so I'm going to do that in my own time, and I'll give you time to do it if you are also following along right now. I feel like I've now got a good circle, so I don't always cast a circle, but I felt like it was right today. I wanted to try it out. So, what a beautiful flame. It's so big. I'm used to the really, really little flames that you get from tea lights, so that's really, really pretty. So, I'm gonna start kind of reading. If you're curious, I'm going to be reading about if there's anything that I need to start thinking about with preparing to go to university. So I'm going to be kind of focusing and meditating on that right now, so that I can actually make use of this reading instead of me just doing a general one and then seeing random stuff that I can't really put together. But you might want to do your reading on some goals that you set at the beginning of the year and see what you need to do to help trying to achieve these goals. Or you might decide to do a reading to do with something you're manifesting, as I said earlier. I'm actually not getting anything because I've actually just entered into a deep meditation where I don't have any thoughts. So this kind of isn't working. So I'm gonna maybe shift the practice. Oh my god, I actually scorched my eyes staring at that for so long. I only blinked once as well. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just not in the right headspace for divination like this that is so subjective, and maybe I am more in a place of just like wanting to meditate with like like watching my thoughts, like not really having any. I don't know. But I think that what's really great about this as well is you can use my method that I was trying today, which was trying to see if I saw any pictures, which is really, really hard when you've got just a candle flame, which I not given myself a lot of I haven't made it easy for myself because you can't really see a lot because it's literally just a candle flame, like, unless you go like that, and then that's not working. It's like having a pendulum and like moving it, it's not telling you anything. So maybe something would be cool, that could be cool with pyromancy, is to treat it like a pendulum. So you could ask a question, but make sure you're asking it further away so you're not going to influence the candle moving with your breath, because if you talk really close to it, then it moves. So yeah, if you were like further away and then you kind of said like yes or no questions, and you worked out what the candle was saying was yes or what the candle was saying as no, but I don't know, there's so many ways you could do it. Like you could even get, and I really want to get some tongs so that I can start burning stuff better. You could get like a piece of paper and you could write something. God, my eyes have not restored. You could write like a question on it, and then you could burn it and you could see how the flames burnt, and then you could see if you could see messages in that. But this seems like a lot of effort when you can just pick up a deck of tarot cards. So I think if you really love working with the element of fire, this could be a really, really great way to do some kind of divination that links with the fire element. I just feel like today I'm not sure if it is right for me. I think I will try this again when I have actually picked something that's easier to divine with. I don't know if that's a verb, if I can use that as a verb. But yeah, and I think what would be really cool with pyromancy is if you did it when it was like a bonfire at night, and you like even did like a drumming circle, like before you all did your pyromancy, you like really got into this really cool like headspace, and then you kind of like all sat there in front of the flames and all concentrated and were quiet and gave each other time and kind of sat and looked at the flames and then just saw what you saw. And then it'd be like that scene in Narnia where she sees like all the things in the fire when she's with Mr. Tumnus in the first film, and also in the book. Yeah, I think it could be a cool form of divination, but I really don't recommend using a candle like this because it's just going to look like that and it might go at the odd time. And I think there's so many easier methods, but it was really, really cool to try today, and I'm definitely going to be trying similar divination methods in these videos in this series, just to really see what works for me, and also because it makes some fun little witchy videos. So yes, but don't forget, need to close the circle before you go on with your life. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this video here, and then after the video I'm gonna sit here and close the circle. But yeah, I'm not sure with this form of divination. I think a bonfire is what's needed, and I'm sorry I didn't do that today, so this episode isn't really, it's not really what you guys expected, but things aren't always going to go right on this series. I think that's important for me to remember. I think it's because the tasseography episode went so well. If you haven't seen that one, I highly recommend you go and watch it. It was a lot better than this episode, but this episode was still really, really cool to try out this form of divination. So yes, that's all that I have to say today. If you made it to the end of the video, please leave some fire emojis in the comments and I will heart your comment to let you know that I saw it, and I will see you guys all next week for the next video. Bye!